So, what are your opinions on this year's gubernatorial election?
I thought it was a down and dirty election. I heard so few issues that are important being discussed. I just heard and saw a lot of mudslinging, and it's just not the way that politics should be held. I mean, these people are helping us to make good and honest decisions that are going to help the majority of people or the neighborhoods and the communities and so forth, and then they concentrated on being very ugly about each other, calling each other names, and it's just uncalled for.
So after that, who did you have to align yourself with?
Well, I'm born and bred Republican, so I stuck with Mr. Cuccinelli, and I'm not real pleased with his lieutenant governor, and I do like Dick Ogenchain. I've known him and his father for many, many years, so that's how I align myself.
Do you have any predictions for the outcome?
I'm scared of the outcome. I'm hoping that Mr. Ogenchain and Mr. Cuccinelli will take care of business, but Terry McAuliffe, I know, has a huge following, and I'm scared that he's probably going to win. I think he's a fluff candidate. I don't think he has too much substantiality to him. Now, listen to me. I'm bad mouthing him. But I don't think that he's a good candidate.
I guess every election has a pretty good purpose, but I don't know much about it, or much about really what they do or who the people are, but all I know is that I'm self-employed. I know that small business is a big part of growing the economy, so I'm usually, I guess, directed towards more of a conservative view. I guess my faith pretty much plays a primary role. I don't try to necessarily let politics run what I believe, but my beliefs follow, my beliefs carry what, my decisions in politics are, so I usually go for more of a conservative view. So.
Do you have any predictions on who you think will be the winner of this election?
So I haven't followed a bit of it really, so I don't even know, who the, who's ahead, who's behind, but all I know is that this is, my part to be able to. This is one of the things that I can do to make sure that the country, goes in the direction that I believe it should go.
So if you don't mind me asking, who are you voting for?
Well, pretty much everybody that's more conservative.
It's just as important to get out and vote for your local officials as well as, we need to push the local elections just like we push the presidential election. So it's important to me to get out there and vote.
Okay, so which party are you most closely affiliated with?
For me, I'm most affiliated with the Democratic Party, but I always look at both sides.
Who do you predict will win this year's election?
Well, I'd like to start answering that one by may the best candidate win, but for me, I'm hoping that it's Terry McAuliffe, because with my beliefs and what I stand for, I can more relate to him.
Well, it was a tough decision because the candidates both were so nasty with their ads that it made me like not either one of them.
If you don't mind me asking.
And they didn't focus on the issues, they just were name calling.
If you don't mind me asking, who did you vote for? Who do you support?
I'd rather not say,
well,
but thank you.
Who do you predict will win?
I'm not sure. I think it's going to be very close, actually.
I feel like this country's in trouble. It's so divided.
Who do you predict will win?
You know what? I have no idea. It's so divided. It's going to come down to turnout.
And if you don't mind, who did you vote for?
I'd rather not say.
Okay. All right. Thank you
Have a
very
good day.
much. You too.
Well, my basic philosophy is pursuit of happiness and liberty. So I'm pretty much voting I'm a fiscal conservative, bit of a social liberal, but I'm probably voting, I'm not voting any Democratic candidates this year, which first time. I'm pretty disgusted by the whole process. I'm totally in opposition of Obamacare. Cuccinelli, not crazy about him, but Terry McAuliffe has a very tainted history. I actually voted for Bill Clinton years ago. Terry McAuliffe is a dirtbag, and that's my approach.
Have you considered libertarian candidate?
Yeah, but I feel like the vote would almost be wasted. It's a close election this year. Yes, I have considered libertarian candidate. My views are probably more along that line, but sometimes you have to go for lesser of two evils, which I feel like what's happened in several elections in the past several years.